August of 2016, our parish suffered devastating flooding. 90% of our parish flooded, our students were displaced, and many were homeless. So we were really going through a difficult time. We had a lot of students who needed those meals at school because they weren't as easy to come by at home. At that point, we were going to be able to offer universal free breakfast. We knew that we would be able to apply for the grant, and so the Partners for Breakfast in the Classroom were really helpful to give us step-by-step of the information that we would need to apply for the grant and what the process was from start to finish.
The ladies that are at food service for the district approached me and wanted to know if I would be willing to be a middle school, a junior high on the ground level to provide breakfast in the classroom for our students. And so the need at the time for our children and the people of our community for basic needs such as food was so high that any way I could do that for children, I just needed to figure out the logistics.
Our principal, Ms. Carolyn Vosper, came to the teachers saying that we had been chosen for this new breakfast program. So I was very skeptical of that. In my head, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, how much mess will they make? What kinds of breakfast will they provide? Will this work? Will they have enough time to eat their breakfast? Will they like the breakfast?
The buy-in is not difficult when we harness that center of what is best for children in all situations, and our goal as educators is to make that happen. We're able to meet all the needs through one program.
We hired one 4-hour or part-time worker at each of the locations. The Partners for Breakfast in the Classroom grant actually helps with staffing to help get that implementation worked out and to see what type of staffing you need, so that was a benefit.
So our school food service workers in the cafeteria, they get everything ready and roll them over to 3 separate locations on campus. All of that can be done, all of the grab and go for about 710 students can be done in just a couple of minutes. And then they go to the classroom. Our teachers oversee the family style meal within the classroom.
It's kind of like a social gathering, breakfast with their friends in their homeroom class, and when they're finished, they pack everything back into their bag, wipe their desk down, and throw it away.
One of the successes that you can immediately see is that the kids are not as hungry throughout the day. As a teacher, that's what we want. We want them to be able to concentrate and focus on their work.
With the Breakfast in the Classroom program, you'll see 80% of your student population is receiving a meal. Most probably the statistics are there. With our traditional breakfast, it's only about a 35% participation rate. So 35% versus 80%, there's a big difference there.
All stigmas are removed. It does not matter what your background is, socioeconomic status. Everyone eats, and no one is different than anyone else in that moment of sharing a meal.